Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm taking advantage while my kid's at physical therapy and trying to pre-record so that way I can make sure I get back up over here again good on a regular basis. So I wanted to take a look at Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa because they alternatively broke everybody's hearts but then also got our hopes up by announcing that they had divorced. And then now people are saying that they actually moved back in together and they're trying to work everything out. And they are one of those couples that it's like, even though, you know, a lot of people would be like, want either one of them, because I mean, come on, they're both like gorgeous. At the same time, as much as you can have like the biggest crush on either one of them, like when you heard that they were breaking up, it was like, no, like how dare you do this to me? So it is, you get kind of caught in that catch-22 with them. It is a little funny. So, and I already prayed over the cards before I came on camera so that we could limit all of the shuffling sounds and also try to limit how much the table shakes, because if you are new here and this is your first video with me, I had broken some of my equipment and was trying to replace it, and then my son broke his leg extremely badly and had to have reconstructive surgery, and he's been going through some pretty intense rehabilitation to get him back up and going again. And so that obviously took me away from YouTube. And then I was ordering things like canes and shower benches. So I didn't even, you know, have the time to sit down and research equipment. So I am a real psychic. We don't need the tarot cards. I read them intuitively anyways. I hold up anything if it does matter, but I don't even use cards on my Patreon most of the time. And if you are new here, I do not take any video requests on YouTube. You can join my Patreon for that option, where if you join at the $25 here, you can request up to 3 videos each month, in addition to having access to all my other content. We do weekly lives over there. They get daily content from me. That was still going even while I was gone. That is the place where we're completely uncensored. We talk about the really deep depths of spirituality, religion, the Jakumatati, you know, the evil, weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood and who's a part of it. So if you are interested in those types of things, then that information will be linked in the description box below, as well as the links to my website where you can join the wait list to get a reading with me. Every Monday, I update my appointment schedule, and then I send out links to anybody that's on the wait list. So that's only being on there for like a week at the most right now. I'm just trying to kind of, you know, get through my son's crazy physical therapy doctor visit schedule right now, and then once that clears up, hopefully I can open up my calendar again, but I have no idea when that will be either. So I just want to give these cards a quick shuffle and see, are they really working things out? Are they gonna completely work things out? You know, what's kind of going on going forward? So what can you tell us about Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa's reconciliation? Thank you. So one of the things that Spirit is saying is, if you guys are old enough, you know, to remember, obviously Lisa Bonet took a big kind of step back with her career throughout the years after her daughter was born. And then, you know, she kind of worked a lot less while her daughter was really young. And Spirit is saying, you know, she did that because she didn't want her daughter to have like the typical Hollywood actress mom who's gone most of the school year on a set and misses all of your ballet rehearsals and all of that. So she, you know, she took jobs to keep the bills paid, but it was, her focus was on trying to be with her daughter as much as possible. And him starting to really blow up in his career was taking him more and more away from the family, and she felt like that was something that she had always been very clear with him about, that they would either stagger their schedules or try to do certain things so that they could really still make the marriage and the family and all of those core relationships still have that good foundation and be at the forefront. And that not only was it just work that was taking him away, but that he was getting a little caught up in like spending a lot of time with other people outside of the house. Not like in a cheating sense, but just like, oh, you made friends with everybody on your new TV set, so now you guys are going out drinking all weekend, and we already didn't get to see you all week because you were shooting, and so now we have to go without you all weekend too. Like, she felt like, okay, like, I get it, like, you want to be social with these people, especially because, you know, if you're cool with somebody, then they might put your name in for a really great part down the line. But you need to find some balance. And she felt like instead of him finding the balance, he just kept getting worse and worse and more off the balance of that. So that was at the core of where their frustrations really started to come from. And then everything else after that was, you know, sort of a result of that. Okay. I'm going to confirm that the rumors are true, though. The cheating card has come up twice because there has been rumors that he has cheated in the past. And Spirit is saying that one of those instances was more so that he got to, it wasn't physical, it was more emotional affairs because he was away filming something for a long time away from the family, and he found himself developing feelings and getting too emotionally close to other people while he was on this set. And that definitely caused some issues for them, but they worked through it. However, this last time around, there was more physical cheating that has happened. And Spirit's saying it's always in conjunction or in connection to work. I go away to film something and I fall in love with my co-star, or I bang the production assistant, or I go to a bar and a bunch of girls are paying attention to me and I make out with one of them. And a lot of it, Lisa Bonet was willing to work through, forgive, understand, chalk it up to, you've got to get more used to being in this industry. But of course, at some point, like, a woman is fed up. You're not going to keep putting up with that crap. She's Lisa Bonet, for God's sakes. And Spirit is saying this was no joint, oh, let's just consciously uncouple kind of a thing, you know, like Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin. This was more get the hell out of the damn house, tower card moment, I'm done with you, this relationship is over. And then once the dust settled, it's like, I don't want to look at you, but I'm going to put out something that sounds nice for the public because I don't need all them people in my business on top of this. Because Lisa Bonet is a very private person. Like, I really feel like I'm violating her privacy right now. I'm kind of feeling bad doing this reading, to be honest with you. So, she tossed his ass out. It was not a mutual decision for them to separate. Obviously, he's done a lot of work, you know, to try to win her back over, and I do feel that we're gonna see there be some sort of compromises a little bit coming up in how he handles work assignments. As in, you know, if I gotta go to Sweden to film a movie, the whole entire family's coming with me. Or I'm not going to take the movie in Sweden and I'm going to find something that's filming, you know, on the back lot of Universal in LA so I can go home every night to my wife and kids. So they are in that tentative trying to work through things, you know, stage. However, she's definitely got a big, you know, guard up against it. Like, she feels like I've given all of the trust that I can summon to give to you. I've forgiven so much. Like, Lisa Bonet is not, you know, I'm just gonna keep, you can buy me a watch or a wallet or a bag or something like that and all is forgiven. Honestly, they're gonna separate again. Spirit saying she can't get over it. She's reached that point where she just feels like, I will never gain the trust and respect for you that I've had again. I feel him being really heartbroken over this. This is gonna change him. It really is. It's really gonna change him because he's gonna see, I screwed something up so bad by getting in my own way and giving into my loneliness, my insecurities, my ego, whatever it was that was triggering me when I did those things. And I lost my whole family over this, and a woman who gave me, you know, a second chance only for me to screw it all up again. And, you know, like, it's going to make him really work on himself, because I don't think he's a bad person. I think that, you know, the way that she was sort of seeing it as, you haven't gotten used to this industry, so you're so easily susceptible into falling into the bad parts of it still. Like, you got to grow out of that. And I think that it's the same thing. It's just, unfortunately, you know, you can't take all the time in the world to grow out of that when you have a wife and kids. So I don't see them working things out in the long run. I think this is a temporary getting back together, but seeing, you know, sort of testing the waters and seeing how things go. However, in the long run, I just don't see them ending up together. However, they'll all still get along. I mean, I don't think, even though she can be really upset with him, you know, for doing certain things, I think that she can see the bigger picture past that and be, you're a great person, you know, my kid, you're a great dad, my daughter loves you, even my ex-husband, like, thinks that you're amazing, you know, I'm not gonna, like, kick you out of the fray because of that. We just can't continue to stay married. So honestly, I keep feeling like he's gonna do kind of a Chris Pratt thing, that he'll end up with a second family. But I think that he's gonna do a lot more work in between the end of this marriage and even going out and dating and then finding the next person. So anyways, guys, you know what? Let me just ask real quick, because I kind of always, like, wondered if Lisa and Lenny were ever going to get back together, because, you know, he gets his girlfriends and you kind of don't know about them very much, or if you do, they're low-key, whatever. But, you know, we always see him around Lisa and Jason anyways, and I know a lot of that has to do with Zoe, but still, I just kind of always wondered, like, would they ever end up back together? So let me just ask that. So I was like, it'd be perfect timing, right? Spirit, will Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet ever work things out and get back together? Thank you. I mean, instead of J-Lo and Ben Affleck, this is the reunion that we would all love to see, right? At least I would. I'd be way more hyped for that. Like, yes, get back together. You guys were amazing together. And especially both so, like, soulful and spiritual people, and you've grown so much. Like, you probably could, like, work it out this time around. Ooh, he's thought about it. What's the first thing that's coming up? And you know what? Her ancestors love him. They felt like it wasn't the right time before, but they feel like he is her person. They love Jason too, but they just felt like he was too immature. And they felt like, you know, I mean, we have to remember when Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet were together, they were both like hecka young and at the height of their fame too. So it's like a totally different ballgame this time around. You know what, guys? I actually wouldn't be surprised if they don't end up getting back together. I see after all of this has gone down with her and Jason, Lenny actually gave her a lot of good advice about the whole situation, and it's made her open up her heart more towards him again. And especially when she decides that like she really just can't see herself working things out with Jason anymore. I feel her leaning on Lenny a lot through that, and they're gonna become even more best friends than like ever before. Give it a year or two. We're gonna see them back together. Okay, well, at least we kind of got to end that on something exciting, right? Oh my God. Okay, I gotta calm down. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end that here. And Spirit said, you know, because it'll be in a couple years, and at that point, like I said, I feel Jason Momoa being very, I know and I understand and I gotta own up to it about, you know, his part and stuff. I honestly could see him being really happy for them and being like supportive of that relationship, which of course you'd have to be because he was supportive of your guys' relationship that whole time too, right? So anyways, guys, I love you all so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What do you think? Did it break your hearts when they broke up? Were you excited they're back together? Would you be here for a Lisa and Lenny part 2? Let me know. And if you wanted to join my Patreon, follow my backup YouTube channel, because once we get to 1,000 subs, like YouTube requires, we'll do some live celebrity readings over there. Follow me on Instagram, get on the wait list, all that good stuff. Everything will be linked down below. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Bye.